Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games with myself and Exile Magpie.
Hello.
A couple of big news.
Yes.
A couple of big things.
Yes.
First thing, mainly because we've been going on about this every time something's come up. We've talked about it. So, Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard has been approved by the EU.
No, the pendulum swings once again. Although, again, the big stumbling block is still the UK. Like, they have to get agreement from everyone for the merger to go through. So, I don't know if Activision Blizzard / Microsoft have a way around the UK or not. They might do, but now all eyes turn to the FCC and their lawsuit trying to block the takeover.
That's very true.
So I think you said, like, you expect the EU to side opposite to the UK no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Or the UK to side opposite to the EU no matter what, because of just...
Well, this is what we said.
Just the way...
We said this was going to happen because the EU doesn't like us. And we don't like the EU. So we were always going to say, whatever we decided, the EU were going to vote opposite. And whatever, if the EU had it done first, we would have voted opposite.
Yeah.
Like, because we don't like each other. And
at the moment, well, just... Either way... It makes it kind of more likely, but again, there is still the giant brick wall of the UK regulator who has never been... An appeal has never succeeded against.
Yeah, so
unless, Microsoft and Activision have some sort of...
there's already a couple of things I've looked at, because I've got the article here, and there's a couple of things already. This is not very far into the article. Well, I'm a bit like...
Really?
Yeah, they voted because we voted no. Right, basically, European regulators said they accept commitments made by Microsoft that it offers to take over the developer behind Call of Duty would not lessen competition.
Oh, because Microsoft says so, which is just absolute...
What do you mean it doesn't lessen competition? You're buying one of the competitors. Instantly, that lessens competition
by the very nature of it.
Yeah, like, what do you want about?
Because Microsoft said so. This is the company that wanted a DRM every single fucking console game, by the way. Microsoft. I will keep bringing this up because, some people seem to have short-term memory.
Video games attract billions of users all over the world in such a fast-growing and dynamic industry. It is crucial to protect competition and innovation, said EU Competition Commissioner. I can't pronounce that.
So, how much money has Microsoft offered you? Not that I'm accusing Microsoft and Microsoft being a corrupt organisation that that thinks buying and paying for things is its way around of actually obeying things like law and paying its own taxes, but. I'm not saying that.
Of course not. But they would never do that. They would never do that. At no point would they ever do that.
At all.
At all. For profit margins.
They're just buying a company that has a basement in Holland.
Yeah.
Which has nothing in it and claims it's its headquarters so that it can get a tax exemption.
And at no point have they sacked like 700 people even though they made a profit.
Yeah. Just so that Bobby can get a new boat.
Yeah.
Well,
no point.
Activision Blizzard have never done that.
Neither have Microsoft.
No.
Neither have Microsoft.
Microsoft haven't fired a whole bunch of people so that its profits could stay higher than it was last year.
It goes on to say the commitments offered by Microsoft, which I'm gonna assume is those 10-year deals that they've been going on about, which I still think is
10 years in gaming terms is absolutely nothing.
Will enable for the first time the streaming of such games in any cloud game streaming services, enhancing competition and opportunities for growth. No, it doesn't. How can the one company that has 70% of the cloud gaming market, right?
Yeah.
How is that competition?
Well, you see what the EU likes is competition with itself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Bobby Kotick said the EC conducted an extremely thorough, deliberate process to gain a comprehensive understanding of gaming.
It was called Here's Payment, Say Yes.
As a result, they approved our merger with Microsoft. Although they require stringent remedies to ensure robust competition, it is in a rapidly growing industry.
In other words, the EU has done what usually your government does, which is, don't worry, the market will regulate itself.
Yeah.
A market that is predominantly skewed towards abusing any and all loopholes it has, and basically predatory and quite disgusting monetary practices to its very customer base. Yes, I'm sure that industry will keep itself in check.
Now, in response to all this, with the EU approving the sale, the UK CMA the UK regulators for all this, they have actually come out and said that they still stand by their decision.
The UK regulators have just turned around and gone, means absolutely fuck all. If there's one thing you can guarantee with the British, with us, is we are stubborn as fuck.
The thing is, they bring up a very good point. Basically, Microsoft's proposals are accepted by the EC, the European Commission, or the EU, would allow Microsoft to set the terms and conditions for the cloud gaming market for the next 10 years.
Yep.
And you can't have that.
Nope.
And you shouldn't have that. I mean, we have that in the movie industry because Disney pretty much own everything now.
Yeah, there's either Disney or everyone else. And last time I checked, the movie industry is kind of in a bit of a shitstorm. Don't get me wrong, there are some really good movies coming out, but Disney has kind of saturated the market with a certain genre of movie, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Like, they would replace a free, open and competitive market with one subject to ongoing regulations of the games Microsoft sells. The platforms to which it sells them and the conditions of sale. This is one of the reasons the CMA's independent panel group rejected Microsoft's proposals and prevented this deal. While we recognise and respect that the EC is entitled to take a different view, the CMA stands by its decision. So at the moment, even though the EU have gone through it, I think China just before we started recording this anyway, they've approved it. But in all honesty, China were probably always going to approve it.
Yeah.
China's another one, just give them money and
but also like China literally go, well actually Tencent has some shares in Microsoft, so
yeah, there you go. And Activision Blizzard.
Activision Blizzard, so we can make money out of this.
Yeah.
Because China.
So yeah, the pendulum is still swinging, still going
back and forth. I think all eyes now down to the FCC, but at the FCC and the appeal, because like I said, everyone has to agree to it because it's a multi-global corporations that are trying to merge, and it has to be agreed by law by everyone, and the very fact that the FCC has actually decided to open a lawsuit against it, if I remember correctly how they've decided to go about it, means that they're pretty much opposed to this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Microsoft have a lot of money to spend on lawyers, but I'm like, part of me is literally like, after everything that's happened, are you sure you want to continue with this? Because as we're going to discuss with other things that have happened this week...
I'm just going to be very professional now.
Yeah, very professional. The most professional. As we're about to discuss about other things, Activision Blizzard, as a company, is being run like a piece of shit. It is an awfully run company. And Microsoft have already proven that they really can't handle the amount of studios they've got already.
Yeah, which makes you wonder what's going to happen to those studios.
Can you imagine Bobby Kotick being put in charge of Activision Blizzard under Microsoft's umbrella of it doesn't matter what you do, we're going to bankroll you. Can you imagine the shit?
It's not even that. It's I don't care what you do, just get it out on Game Pass.
Can you imagine the crap that will happen? Call of Duty will literally be a fucking absolute devastated fucking wreck of a game in comparison to what it has been recently.
Well, so basically what you're saying is we'll just get year after year of Vanguard.
Actually worse than Vanguard. It'll be even worse than Vanguard. Because some people have made this argument as well. Like Redfall's condition also is of a development team that knows that no matter what they release, they'll still be okay because they're bankrolled by Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm not saying that the actual developers at the bottom that they were doing the actual programming and think that, but I think like the senior management of Redfall were like, it's okay, we can leave, this can go out, it's fine. Like Bethesda Studios literally probably looked at that and went, yeah, it can go out. Why? Because Microsoft don't give a shit. Because it feels like Microsoft doesn't give a shit. It really does. It really, really does. Like their attention is so much on this fucking takeover that they really don't care about everyone else. And my worry is, once they get Activision Blizzard, it'd be like, okay, we're going to go after someone else. Because that's the only thing they've done. And then we've got some fucking podcast coming out of one of the co-founders of Xbox, basically saying, oh, the reviewers have already made a decision on Starfield, they're going to give it bad reviews. I'm like, what? Wait, what? What are you talking about? This? How do you not like? Are you not telling us something? Because the main criticism of reviewers in the gaming sphere, right?
Is that
apart from the fucking fanboys who literally cry to their beds if someone gives their favorite game less than an 8, right? The only criticism that comes out is that they're fucking biased as hell in favor of the game company. So, do you have some knowledge of the state of Starfield? I'm concerned now.
I would download it.
I know, I would be like, what the fucking hell are you talking about? Are you deliberately just downplaying it so that because you have a feeling that it is going to be shit, and therefore when it does come out shit...
It does make you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like, why are you coming out with this?
Because I mean,
what is wrong with
as much as I've ragged on Starfield, and I will admit that I've ragged on Starfield, but it doesn't look any worse than Fallout 4.
Yeah.
In all honesty. It's just, I found Fallout 4 boring, so it looks like Fallout 4, so I'm just like, this is just going to be a massive, boring game.
It does not interest.
I'm serious, I still want it to be like, yes, you can, it's a giant universe that you can go through, but you've got to stick to this one base, you can't really go that far, because it will constantly get attacked if you I want it to be that. I want it to be that, because it's just like, you've just ruined.
As I call it, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Yes,
not 5, San Andreas on the PS2. Oh my god, the fucking gang warfare on that was so annoying. I've just I've completed the game. I've gone to the San Fierro airfield, gone into the hangar bay, pulled out the jumbo, starting to take off. Your territory is under attack. Can I just have some fun, please, with my jumbo jet? Can I please have some fun with my goddamn jumbo jet? Am I not allowed this?
No,
you're
not.
So, I mean, it's good news for Microsoft that the EU has agreed and that the Chinese authorities agreed, but there is still 2 major hurdles, and all the fanboys and all that will be jumping onto this and not realising, one, that the UK could literally scupper this entire thing by itself. And 2, there is still the small matter of the American authorities turning around and going, "No, we kind of don't. No, we don't think this should go through.
Yeah,
we're going to use our system of going through the courts," which, granted, makes me think, why is your system like this? What the hell? And 2, the British are stubborn as hell, which means I highly doubt the appeal is going to go through correctly.
No.
Also, them saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to get the repeal done really, really quickly." You have no idea how slow we can go. Really quickly for the UK court system is approximately an ice age.
Well, it's the same in America. The court system in America is slow.
And all this time and effort and money is being spent on this. Wasted, in my opinion, when they could be focused on the actual companies and developers that they actually already have. They have good development teams. They have good IPs. Fucking use them. Like, what? It's like the entire upper management of Xbox should just literally be shipped out and replaced by people who actually care about their product.
Yes.
That's what it should. It's not even like someone who, and we're not even saying us, like, just put someone who actually cares about your product. Because it doesn't feel like the people who are in charge at the moment actually care about your product. Because they keep coming out after every friggin' first party flop and going, well, we're very disappointed and we hate to disappoint our fans. I'm so disappointed and
we're really sorry.
We're really sorry we disappointed our fans, but by the way, that's going to be a pattern.
It's going to. I'll tell you something. If Starfield's bad, yes, we're going to get a pattern of. We're really sorry to disappoint our fans. We're really sorry.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pattern.
Xbox gamers deserve better.
Oh yeah, of course they do.
They've got so many really good IPs and like I say, good development teams, and yet nothing comes out as good as it should be.
Do they have any good IPs?
Halo.
Okay, 1.
Gears of War.
Okay, 2.
Forza. I know it's a racing game, but still, like
Forza. Okay.
They've got is it? Yeah, they have all the Rare IPs, don't they? So
They've got Rare. They've got Rare. So
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they don't have Banjo-Kazooie.
Evil Within.
I don't really class that right now as an Xbox IP.
I know, but it's owned by.
It's done by Tango.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tango do
I suppose.
Evil Within.
Okay.
That's what
I see what
that's what I'm saying. They've got so many. Hell, they've got all the Obsidian.
Yeah, they've got
games that Obsidian did.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Pillars
of Eternity?
Pillars of Eternity.
Like they've got so many IPs, and I'm probably scratching the surface, and they just don't do anything with them. And the stuff that they come out, they drop the ball so badly.
How many years has it been?
What?
Since they bought like Ninja Theory and
at least 3 years.
It's been longer than that.
It's been pre-pandemic, so at least 3-4 years.
I'm gonna go with 5. I'm gonna say 5 years. It's been roughly about 5 years.
What the hell are they? What the hell is Microsoft doing? It's almost
unless they're being like really, really cautious. But then you think about that.
Well, why release Redfall?
Exactly. Yeah.
If they're being extra cautious, like if they're being super hands-on and really cautious with those IPs, why the fuck did they let Redfall come out? Why did they let fucking Halo come out in the state it did?
That's a good point.
With the features missing now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm trying to just see a positive of like what is going on with those studios.
It's almost like they are literally, if they claim, oh well, it's a hands off for creative. I think it's like either they don't know what the fuck they're doing, or 2, they're just sitting on their ass doing nothing and allowing all the fucking kids to run riot.
I'm gonna go with the second one because what I don't understand is this whole thing. Oh well, it's a hands off approach. What do you mean a hands off approach? Do you just mean
you're the fucking publisher
that they do whatever they want?
You're the publisher,
which is what a lot of developers do. But the difference is like it's your job to make sure that the developers like
stay on target
and on time,
and
like,
also
that's your job.
Release an actual quality.
Yeah, that's your job. That's not. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's like the contract you sign as being their publisher. When you give them money to make the game, it's like, well, it's our money. You need to make sure that it reaches these standards.
Yeah.
Now, granted, yes, we gamers don't like it when publishers get their fucking hands on.
There's a difference.
For example, Activision Blizzard.
There's a difference between being hands-on
and being micromanaged. Yeah.
Being hands-on is basically just someone who's there to just make sure things are going okay. If things are in trouble, either getting help or delaying, so give the team more time.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what you should be doing, right? Micromanaging is what teams like Naughty Dog have done with Crunch and CD Projekt Red, where basically it's just get everybody in and they watch you for like 72 hours.
Yeah,
and they don't allow you to do anything else.
In the case of Activision Blizzard, you have to have a battle pass. You have to have this in. You have to have that.
Yes.
Can you not monetize it? Is this not? Can you not extra monetize that? If not, get the fuck out. We don't care about that.
Yeah.
But the game, make the game better. I don't care. I don't care if the game's good. I want to monetize the shit out of it. That you know.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing we hate.
So it does make you wonder. I do wonder because like I still remember that trailer for Senua's. I can't. It's been that long. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, because I keep thinking Senua's Sacrifice, but no,
that's the original one.
That's the
first one. I can't remember the name of the opposed sequel. And just I remember that trailer and thinking, oh my god, Xbox is going to kill this.
Here's the thing, right? In the space of the time since the announcement to now, and it hasn't even been out, I'm pretty sure God of War Ragnarok was from scratch built and released.
I think so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I think so, because I think God of War had come out.
Yeah.
Not long
before. Probably about 5-6 months, something like that.
Maybe, I think maybe like the year before.
Yeah. But and we've had a pandemic in that time.
Yeah.
I know we're making God of War comparisons and all that, but what the hell is Microsoft doing with the studios they have?
The weird thing is it's not even the fact that that they have them. It's the fact that you just all we've heard is that was it at E3 when they showed off all their stuff?
Yeah.
All we've heard is that one E3 show years ago.
Yeah.
And then that's it. We've not heard anything else.
Yeah, and yes, they have released the odd one or two games, but
but not from them.
Not like the big marquee selling points of the games that they promised and promoted. The marquee ones we've had Halo and Redfall. Everything else, like Obsidian's Elder Scroll game, that hasn't come out. We don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Which, like I say, with the Activision Blizzard, with them taking over friggin' Bethesda, why have you done that when Bethesda, when one of your own developers is making a game that is going to be in competition with the fucking Elder Scrolls? What is wrong with you? And it's just there seems to be no plan. They're literally flying. They're literally doing things by the seat of their pants, hoping it works.
Oh yeah,
and it's not working.
It just seems odd, because it's just this is Microsoft.
To whoever's in charge of the Xbox division, right?
That's Phil Spencer.
You need to fucking go to whoever Phil Spencer reports to in the hierarchy of Microsoft. You need to fire Phil Spencer and the entire fucking board for my Xbox, because they don't know a fucking thing what they're doing. You know what? Hire us too. I can't guarantee we will do any better, but I guarantee you we will be cheaper.
Much cheaper.
We will be much cheaper. And we will be... we can't do any worse than the way Xbox is being run at the moment. I really believe that. And I know some people are going to come back with, but the Game Pass...
Game Pass is turning out to be more of a detriment than anything else.
Game Pass is great for the consumer, but that is while Game Pass exists. Game Pass is, for all intents and purposes, a large rental library that once Microsoft have had enough of it may be 20, 30 years down the line, true, but once they've had enough of it, and it's gone. None of the games that you'll have downloaded and played on it will be yours. They'll go. It's the same with the PlayStation Plus Premium. It's the same with...
the Nintendo Switch thing.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch thing. All this digital libraries that Phil Spencer is so fucking happy about and keeps going on about.
The cloud. Don't forget the cloud.
They are temporary. They are not like... It's not like Steam where you buy a game, you download it, and it's yours. It's like, no, you are paying for the right to play it, not the right to own it. It's like none of the games that you get from those subscription-based services are permanent. And so therefore, there could be a time where Microsoft decide to pull the plug on a whole bunch of games, just like Disney Plus has decided to do with a whole bunch of series.
Oh yes, I was actually going to bring that up. I was going to talk about Disney Plus with its.
It's an argument that I don't see enough people making. And I think they're not making it because I don't think they realise it could happen.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't think that they're not going to do it.
But I'm seeing what Disney do and what Netflix has done, and I'm like, yeah, they could just pull the plug. Microsoft could pull the plug on about half the games on Game Pass, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. They could just turn like they've had to pull games already because of licensing issues, because the gaming industry and the music industry are both as asinine and bullshittery as each other, and we'll just we'll put a temporary we'll get a temporary license because we only need a temporary license, and to everyone who loves Scott Pilgrim versus the World understands what that will cause.
Oh, I love that game.
I refuse to delete it.
I couldn't play it.
I know. I refuse to delete it from my...
I've actually got because it was free on the PlayStation Plus not long ago. Sorry, it's on my PS5
I think I downloaded it on PS5, I think, question mark? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know.
It's still on the premium.
Oh, I know. I know it is.
Yeah, it's...
But also, like, all you have to do is go to a fighting fan about the whole licensing bullshit. You go to a fighting fan, they will instantly bring out Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh, yeah.
That is in licensing issue hell because of fucking Disney and all the people who own licenses for those characters. And it's like, for the love of God, just give us the fucking game! Do you want to know how to print money? Do you really know what Capcom, Disney, Marvel... and anyone else who's tied into this bullshit, do you want to know how you print money in the gaming industry right now? Announce a re-release of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You will literally print
the
money.
main problem isn't that, like, oh, well, we're going to get a lot of money. No. It's the fact that, like, one section will get more money than the other one, and they'll be like, no, I want... That's where the problem is.
Yeah, usually
Everybody wants, like, an equal share of the pie, and it's just like, well, if Marvel, like... Disney own Marvel, so Disney are going to get more money than this guy, and it's just like, oh my god.
Just release the game. Fuck it. Do it. Do it, Capcom. Do it.
It's just weird. It's just got Microsoft's. I just do not understand. I mean, and I'm going to be in this conversation a little bit later when we talk about something, because it's just the biggest fumble I've ever seen in the gaming industry. But yeah, Microsoft's a bit weird at the moment with its stuff.
They are driving. No, not driving. They are sailing the biggest corporate ship in the seas, and they've decided, well, we know there's an ice field around here. But I'm the helmsman, and the captain has decided to order the helmsman to go fuck off, and no one takes the wheel. And it's like, oh, don't worry, we'll just buy these life rafts.
Yeah, we'll just buy all these life rafts.
We'll just buy all these life rafts off. Well, no, we won't. No, we'll just buy this other boat and attach it to us.
Yeah.
We'll just do that. But our last release literally just tore a hole in our bow. That's perfectly fine. This new ship will
ship will keep it up. It's fine.
This perfectly fine.
I feel bad for Xbox players at the moment. I do, because it's just like
you've got a console where the people in charge of that department do not care, and I'm sorry. No matter what the argument is,
I think they care. I think what the problem is that they care about the wrong things.
Yeah, they care. They care about making Game Pass the Netflix of games, when they should be caring about making good games.
Yeah,
You make good games.
Like,
you make good games. You get your people. People buy it. People scream and shout about how good they are. You then put it on Game Pass, and more people buy Game Pass. That is what's supposed to fucking happen.
Yeah, but the other thing is like the whole like when we were talking about Phil Spencer the other week, when he was like, oh well, there's not a world where we start making good games and they start people start selling their PS5s and their Xboxes and they buy Xboxes instead. Yes, that is very true. Not instantly anyway. But the thing is, because your games are on Game Pass from day one,
yeah,
to which you only need a PC.
Yeah.
And even now, like for a lot of them, you don't really need a great one to play them.
Although, actually, you do. It doesn't. They don't look like they.
Yeah,
they do. But like Redfall does not look like it should need a top of the range PC, and yet if you don't have a top of the range PC,
you won't be able to play that
game runs like shit.
Yes.
Also, having a top of the range game PC doesn't guarantee Redfall to run.
Well, the thing is like because Game Pass is on the PC. If you've already got a PC,
yeah,
why are you going to go out and buy an Xbox when you can just play those games on PC?
Exactly.
And it's just like, so you've already put yourself in at a loss. You're already at a loss from the consoles because, as we know, companies make a loss on the consoles, and then later on, that's when they start making profit on them. So you've already had a loss with your consoles. Why, in God's name, would you shoot yourself in the foot at the same time of doing that?
I think it's because they want to look like the pro-consumer, happy-go-lucky.
But you can do that.
We do it for the fans.
You can do that.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I think from a Microsoft perspective, it is a cynical bullshittery bullshit of absolute bullshit proportions, because if Microsoft became the only dog in town, we would have bullshit like the Xbox One reveal at E3.
Yeah.
This is the company that I'm going to keep going on about it.
I know that. But like what I'm trying to get at is just like you've killed your console.
Microsoft, you got to remember, Microsoft has a history of. Microsoft as a company, I feel, doesn't understand how to actually fight competition. They have always, in PCs, they're in the predominant position and have been for a long time. In the game streaming. They're in a predominant position and have been since day one. Like the only thing they've had to do for a long time is the consoles. And like I said, they came out on top of the 360 against the PS3, and their very next console, the Xbox One, was the most anti-consumer bullshittery console launch ever. They actually had a decent launch lineup, but they torpedoed it.
Did they?
In comparison to the PS4, yes. It was not by much, but they did have a decent launch lineup for launch lineups, because let's all be honest, launch lineups tend to be a bit meh.
Yeah, that's true.
They always have been.
Yeah.
And, look, just because the PS2 launched with SSX and the PS1 launched with Wipeout does not mean every single console launches amazingly. Not everyone is Nintendo. Just ask Sega fans.
That's true.
Anyway, as I was saying, I think Microsoft don't know how to actually compete. They're so used to being in a dominant position that they don't know how to actually properly compete. And I think they thought when at the end of the 360 and the move on to the next generation, they thought they could just do what they do with PC and with Microsoft Word and all that bullshit. And it backfired. And now they're like, well, how the hell do we get back to where we were before? Well, how about you do what you did with the 360? Except they'll, remove all the bullshit like, oh, you can only get R memory expansions. You can only get R
they won't get rid
pads.
of that.
Oh, you can only get R, like...
They won't get rid of that.
Oh, I know that, but like...
Won't be gone.
Like, but again, but also like, And here's another idea. Make good games. Actually have an actual standard for your games. Like, Sony now, everyone is really looking forward
to the Sony reveal thing on
to the Sony
Wednesday.
reveal thing because we're like, what is it?
What are they going to show?
But also, like, they're looking forward to Insomniac Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Not just because it's Spider-Man 2, but because it's a Sony first-party release.
Yeah.
And the standards that they have been releasing their first-party games, bar the odd one or two, has been at a really high level. I'm pretty sure that there's been a couple of.
Well, no, I'm trying to think of like first-party ones that have like not hit well. Lately, because Forsaken was a third party.
Yeah. I mean, it was a PlayStation exclusive, but
it is, but it's
a third party.
It's not.
Yeah,
first
I'm
party.
on about like first party, so that's like from Santa Monica.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to think. Is there any? I can't think of one recently that hasn't landed really well.
I'm not saying that the PS5 hasn't had one, but I'm
trying to think like, which one it is.
We're going back to like probably mid to or even earlier mid PS3 first party games that have been a bit meh. Probably like Killzone 3?
I'm going to say...
Or Shadowfall.
Shadowfall on the PS4.
Shadowfall probably, but that was launch. And even then, as a fan of Killzone, I kind of liked it. I enjoyed that game. Yeah, I mean, there's bound to be some.
There will be some. I'm just trying to...
But the problem is that the really good releases have been so consistent.
There's a reason why people get hyped about Sony games now. It's because the standard is very high. The standards have
been so high and so consistent that they're outnumbering any duds that they do release. And it's like... So, like, Insomniac's Spider-Man 2... Insomniac's Wolverine. Everyone's going, oh.
I am.
Especially when Insomniac, this is going to be mature, by the way. And everyone's like,
yeah.
Damn, they already know what we want. Like, God of War Ragnarok, God of War. Like, Sony has been releasing banger after banger after banger at a rate and consistency that means that people's expectations of standards for those games are high now.
I think Horizon Forbidden West was probably the worst they've done in the last couple of years.
But even then, that's still a good game.
It's still a good game, but I think that only did poorly in quotation marks there. I don't think it did.
It went up against Elden Ring.
Elden Ring came out at the same time. I don't really think you could be like, yeah, we're going to release our game at the same time as the most hyped game for the last 5 years.
That's like asking a bunch of high school footballers to defend against a Haaland. It's unfair.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's just not a fair fight.
It's not a fair fight.
Anyone who wants to release against fucking Armored Core 6, yes, it's Armored Core. It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be a Souls-like game, so. It has a little bit of chance better than if it was a Souls game, but...
I think it's going to do... If there are any games that come out at the same time as that, I think you'll be alright, because it's not being marketed the way
it hasn't.
Elden Ring had.
It hasn't. And the hype behind Armored Core 6 isn't as high as Elden Ring. But the problem is no one should bother releasing a mech game.
Oh yeah,
no one in their right mind should release a mech game with an Armored Core 6 drops because the mecha fans have been slavering at.
Oh yeah,
it's like I'm looking at it, I'm going, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
I don't want to get hyped for it because I've been burnt so many times. But the last game they released was Elden Ring.
Well, the thing is, FromSoft are actually they're another company that they have that standard now.
Yeah. They do.
That you like.
Unless it's a PC port, and then it's a case of it's going to be buggy as hell on launch, and people are going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
Which I do feel sorry for the PC players because, by God, you shouldn't have to put up with that shit.
That's one of the to be fair, that's one of the rumors for the PlayStation thing that's coming up is that Bloodborne's going to get a PC port, an official one, and because there's rumors around that because obviously
Bluepoint have to be working on something.
Yeah,
we just don't know what.
Obviously, Sony bought
Bluepoint,
and they did the Demon's Souls remake, which was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that is an amazing remake. That is how to do a remake.
There's rumors that they are remaking
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Bloodborne.
Ooh, yes, that as well.
And I'm like, I don't think Bloodborne needs a remake. But if you're going to give me Bloodborne in very shiny, beautiful 4K,
I don't think it needs a remake per se, but I do think it needs an upgrade to make it run smoothly at 60 frames per second.
Yes,
because of all the Souls games that really needs pinpoint fluid frame rate.
I would say Bloodborne.
Bloodborne is definitely one of them. The only other one would probably be Sekiro, but Sekiro seems to have got that working.
Yeah.
So Bloodborne does need a kind of frame rate upgrade at least. So a remaster I wouldn't be totally against it. And also it was like an early launch PlayStation 4 game, which is like the latest I would accept a remaster. Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
God,
yes, we've remastered part 1 of The Last of Us.
Again.
Why?
Well,
but anyway, I'm trying to think. I think actually, you know what? Since we brought it up, I was going to leave it to the end, but since we brought it up, we'll talk about it now. Things that we could look for, like what things that we might think that's going to show up in the PlayStation Showcase. Which Spider-Man 2 is probably a given.
Spider-Man 2 is probably the most feature showing.
I think we're actually going to see gameplay. I think we're going to see proper gameplay.
If there's co-op, and again, I seem to be the only person. I've not seen anyone else mention this, but if there's co-op, that is probably going to be announced there. And I would love to see if that's possible, because, like I said, you've played the first Spider-Man.
I've played the first Spider-Man,
and you like how Peter fights.
I like Peter. Yeah.
Like I love how Miles fights. I love his it's very aggressive fighting style. Like it wants you to get in there and fight it out, and then up your ability, and then unleash your electrical abilities. It's really, really fun. So it's like, yeah, we can co-op that. Fuck that.
Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that.
And then have a race from the Avengers Tower to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Great.
So I think we're actually going to get a little bit more information, as well as the Spider-Man 2. I think we're going to get more information on Wolverine.
Yes.
I think we're going to get... We might not get gameplay, but I think we're going to get, I don't know, pictures. Stills,
I think we might get, a little bit more information of the tone and where it's set.
Yeah.
All we had was Wolverine in a bar, which could be fucking anywhere.
And we didn't even see his face.
No, we just saw the claw.
So I think we're going to get, character design for Wolverine. We're also going to get other information of, who else might be in it.
Yeah, so but also, is this set with him in the X-Men? Is it before? Is it during the Weapon X program? Is it after X-Men? Are we getting an old Logan type thing?
What's going on?
Where's this set in the Wolverine Wolverine mesh of timeline?
Yeah, we're gonna. I think we're definitely gonna get more Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Which I'm down for, because I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
I want to see Pyramid Head. That's actually what I want to see. I want to see nice, shiny, big, muscly man with a whatever that thing is on his head.
With a very, very, very large sword.
If that's a sword, no, I think it's a giant butcher's thing.
Whatever it is, it kills you.
Yes, it kills you very quickly. So, I'd like to see that.
Speaking of, and I only thought of this because Pyramid Head is in Dead by Daylight. Have you heard who's been going into Dead by Daylight?
No.
Nicolas Cage.
What, as in actually playing Dead by Daylight?
Oh. As in actual character, Nicolas Cage
is going to be in Dead by Daylight.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm like, wow, this is a thing.
I might have to re-download it now. I want to be Nicolas Cage. I just want to be Nicolas Cage. All the time.
See, that's why they did it.
Yeah. I'm going to play it now. I have to be Nicolas Cage.
I know.
I can't not be Nicolas Cage.
Oh, it's gonna. Do you know? Here's the thing, because I'm a hunter main.
Mm.
No, that's it. It's
Huntress?
Yeah, I'm Huntress.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm the killer. I'm the killer mate. I mainly play as killer.
Yeah.
Right, unless I'm with friends, and then I'm gonna be going up against 4 Nicolas Cages.
4 Nicolas Cages. Yep, they're gonna be everywhere. They're gonna be everywhere. You know what they should do? They should actually get like his outfits from like his more iconic movies. Do you know what?
That's what they probably are going to do. Do you know what? I want one from Con Air.
Yeah, his Con Air look.
It's Con Air.
The Rock, where he, at the beginning where he's dressed as the priest.
Yeah.
Should get that. Give him his look from the latest movie that he did, where he plays himself.
Yes.
Give him that one.
And National Treasure.
Yeah, National Treasure. Yeah, give him those 4. If it's mint.
Oh, yeah. So anyway.
Where were we?
Pyramid Head.
Pyramid Head. Downhill 2. Downhill. I think we will also hear something from Konami about something.
I think whatever Blue Point are working on, we'll find out.
I think that'll be the last.
I think that's the thing that they're going to drop. That's the mic drop.
Yeah.
That's the mic drop of like, hey, Microsoft, follow fucking this.
I think if there's going to be any God of War DLC,
we'll find out then.
We might find out. I don't think we'll see it, but I think they'll announce it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're going to get like a lot of gameplay in this. I think we're just going to get a lot of announcements.
Yeah, because
other than the stuff that we already know.
Apart from Spider-Man, everything else is either been already released or...
I've just realised we could actually see something about the Last of Us 2 multiplayer.
Oh yeah, the multiplayer the multiplayer game that they're working on. I've got a feeling it's going to be a battle royale.
I don't think it is. Well, technically,
it's either going to be, it's either that or it's going to be like Tarkov.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's
going to be like
so.
It's the case of you go in, you try not to unleash the fucking horde of fucking zombies.
Yeah.
Get materials and get out. And to be honest, for
that works for The Last of Us.
For The Last of Us, that gameplay type works the fucking hell, because even other players trying to kill you and steal your stuff, it just fits in the way the world is for that world. So if there's a game type that The Last of Us screams for, it's probably that. What's it called? What's the type called? It's Extraction. An Extraction type game. So it may be that we may be completely wrong.
I think it will be off the whole, because they showed that like still image.
Yeah.
Absolutely ages ago
of a giant city.
It just sort of works that way. Like I can't imagine it being. Oh yeah, it's just going to be a 12v12 in this giant city. Hero shooter. It doesn't make any sense for it to be anything else. So we might hear something about that. Maybe that's like a long shot, though. Maybe anything to do with... Maybe Capcom might have something other than Street Fighter and Primal...
Resident Evil Outbreak.
I actually think what we're going to get next from Capcom, their next big reveal, is going to be Monster Hunter... maybe not World 2, but like Monster Hunter... Something like Monster Hunter World.
Yeah. Maybe, possibly.
So I think we're gonna, because Rise came out.
Yeah, Rise
3 years ago.
Yeah,
now?
so they might be working on something else.
Yeah,
the Monster Hunter. Yeah, I mean, granted, Capcom, could you this is an obligatory plug for.
Please give us Outbreak.
Give us Outbreak, please. Can you give us a Resident Evil Outbreak?
We might get something to do with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
they might announce it. Just not another TV series or a movie, please. Just stop. Just keep TV stuff.
Yeah, stop doing that. Just give us the games.
just do the games.
Just do the games. Also, never let Netflix near any of your series, any of your IPs, ever again.
Yeah. Maybe something from Sucker Punch.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been a while since we've heard from Ghost of
Tsushima, so it's been a while.
Yeah, so potentially we could have Ghost of Tsushima 2,
or just whatever they're working
on.
Ghost of something, or whatever they're working on.
Oh, do you know what? Ghost of Satsuma.
Maybe
the Satsuma Rebellion.
Yeah, maybe
the fall of the samurai.
That would be cool.
Okay, Sucker Punch. If this is actually what happens, you owe me.
I demand a job.
I demand a job. Just the average wage, UK wage, I'll take that. It'll be a massive improvement on what I'm already on.
I mean, going back to what we were speaking before, like just the games that we've mentioned are Sony first person, like the standards and the hype for those, from anything from those studios are. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, if it's a Sony first party, the instantly you think of the standard of those games, and so you go.
I want to play Ghost of Tsushima now. I just want to go and play Ghost. I might do that after we've done this. Just have a run on. But anyway, right, moving on, because I was going to leave that to last, but we started talking about it, so it was fine. NFTs have not gone away yet. They're still here.
Well,
Ubisoft is they're not letting go. They're not leaving. They've
Square Enix decided to stay near the Kool-Aid and continue shilling NFTs, even though they haven't actually got anything to show for it. And then Ubisoft went, hold my beer.
Yeah. So now
we will actually release a product.
You can basically buy something that will have an NFT attached to it.
Yes. But here's the best thing. You have to actually buy it. You can't buy it with money.
No, you have to buy it with cryptocurrency.
You have to have a cryptocurrency. And I'm like, for the love of fucking
which
God.
is confusing.
Why do you not... Ubisoft, why do you not want... And this is the thing, I've seen the models, and some of them are pretty cool. There's an Ezio, and it's like...
I know.
And here's the thing, like, the fucking selling of it is just like... Ugh. Own the soul of a digital soul. I'm like, and that's some dystopian bullshittery fuckery right there.
What I don't understand is like, you could just sell the models.
I would buy those models.
Exactly, the models are actually pretty
Ubisoft,
good.
why do you not want my money?
I would definitely buy the Ezio one. Like I've stated a number of times on this thing that Ezio is like one of the best protagonists in a video game. Ever. So I would definitely buy the Ezio one. I mean, you could sell the free versions of Ezio if you want, and I'd probably buy all three.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed 2,
Brotherhood and
Revelations.
I'd buy all three.
Young Ezio, middle-aged Ezio, old as fuck Ezio.
Yeah. You could even go all out and make a fourth one of the Cyber Ninja costume that you could get. Ezio. I think
that they did in
I think it was Brotherhood.
Yeah, they did for like a little collab with
it was basically a little nod to Metal Gear.
Yeah, no, but like Metal Gear had an Ezio costume.
Yeah. So
because it was Portal Ops, which is actually a really good game.
So yeah, there's like a weird Cyber Ninja outfit that you can unlock in Assassin's. I think it's Brotherhood.
It's either Brotherhood or Revelations, one of the two. But anyway, Ubisoft were like, nah, we'll have it attached to an NFT.
And then that you can only buy with cryptocurrency.
Which the NFT is not even an image. It's a voice line.
Yeah. To which...
Why?
Again, this is another weird one because it's like... the whole thing with cryptocurrency at the moment, it's kind of gone downhill.
Yeah,
like, it's not doing well at the moment.
It's stabilized, but like the thing is, though, the NFT market has literally crashed to an almost unrecoverable level. Like literally no one. They can't sell the fucking thing. They can't pay people to buy to take out NFTs off them. That's how bad it's got for some, and it's just like, and there's Ubisoft. Being as disattached to reality as it always is, trying to sell a fucking... It's not even a NFT image, it's an NFT voice line. Like, what the... I know even... I already know... The thing is though, right? Here's the thing. I already know where their voice lines will come from. They'll just rip them from the fucking games. They won't make new ones. They won't make actual like unique ones for the NFT.
I will only accept one, and that's Assassino. That's the only one I'll accept. I don't want any other voice line. I just want the
unless it's Ezio being Ezio.
Yeah, but like I just want Assassino.
Assassino.
Like, just somebody randomly screaming Assassino.
Assassino. Anyway. But yeah, Ubisoft is like... Ubisoft is just detached from reality right now.
It's now gotten to the point of like where you're looking at Ubisoft and you're looking at Microsoft and you just go, I know you both have soft in your name, but are you two like dumb?
Are you high or are you
actually this dumb?
This stupid.
Like, what's going on here? This is the what?
Like, Ubisoft's just like they're absolutely just dumbfounding like decision making. We're making Beyond Good and Evil 2, and everything we've produced makes it look like it's a Star Wars like game. By the way, we've just announced we're going to
make a Star Wars
licensed game. An open world Star Wars licensed game. Do you know what these people in your own company are doing? Do you know? Please tell me no.
Of course they do.
Please tell me you do not know.
Right. No. Of course they don't. They're too busy hiding the abusers.
That's right. They're too busy acting like the Catholic Church.
Yeah. They don't actually know what's going on.
Just
These are also the same people that went, yes, we've got an Assassin's Creed that has its own identity, that has its own thing. It's like everybody knows Assassin's Creed for its own thing. Let's turn it into The Witcher. Yeah. That's what they did.
Yeah.
And then they're coming out. They're coming out with Mirage, which is going to be kind of like the older games, so it's more directed at me. But I don't want that. I don't want Mirage. All right.
Here's the problem. Here's the big problem. Ubisoft. There's a little game that got released by Sucker Punch called Ghost of Tsushima. Assassin's Creed.
Here's the really fun part. There's a game called The Rise of the Ronin by Team Ninja that's coming out, and that looks like it's going to Assassin's Creed your own game, which is also going to be set in Japan.
Yeah, you know, the one place everyone's been absolutely frothing their mouth, begging you to release an Assassin's Creed type game in the setting they wanted, the Sengoku Jidai in fucking Japan, and you've gone everywhere but.
Well, no, they haven't even gone everywhere. They've basically stayed in the West. Europe and America.
Every single one apart from Origins, which is Egypt. But even then, that's on the Mediterranean coast. It's not exactly far from Europe.
So they're not really gone that far. You could have done China. You could have done. I mean, fuck it, if you wanted to stay in
China, Vietnam.
If you wanted to stay in Europe, you could have done Russia. Russia's got some big historical things that happened in that country.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you could have done something there.
Yes, but the thing is, though, they would have had to actually do a lot of research on that, because apart from the Russian Revolution...
that's true.
And the Napoleonic War, and the Soviet Union...
Yeah.
And modern-day Russia, it's not very mainstream, so you'd actually have to do research on it.
That's very true. You got a point there.
American Revolution, British bad.
British were the bad people. That's easy enough to do for them. They're French.
Ancient Egypt, Romans bad. Ancient Greek, Spartans are cool.
But that's about it.
That's about it. Spartans are cool. Agamemnon's bad. Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. Which part of the Odyssey are you talking about? Or the Siege of Troy?
Valhalla. You know what? I don't even know.
Vikings are cool.
Vikings are cool. Yeah, that was about it.
Vikings are cool. Anglo-Saxons are boring and bullshit.
You know what the most annoying thing is about Valhalla, right? Because at the time Valhalla came out, I was reading Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously Thorfinn, at the beginning, kind of suits that whole assassin thing.
He's an assassin.
So when they were like, there's going to be armies and all that stuff, so I thought, right, so I'm basically going to be Thorfinn. Yeah. Right? Which is fucking badass.
Which means I'm going to go through the middle. I'm going to run through the middle of the battlefield, look for the commander, kill him, and get the fuck out.
Yeah, which I thought that's actually pretty badass if this works. And then you saw the gameplay, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, I might actually buy Valhalla if that's the point. No. You're gonna command an army, because that's what assassins do. That's what the assassin does. They command an army.
Yeah, in medieval Europe, assassins were known for commanding large armies. Wait.
Oh, I know. Then they join the NFT group, and it's just like, oh my god, why are you doing? And then NFT died. They've shoved their NFTs with the weird helmets with barcodes on them. Oh my god. And now this. And I think I'm actually more disappointed in this Because, like I said, the models actually look cool.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning when we started talking about this. Why do you not want my money, Ubisoft?
Why
do you not want it? I would buy those figures. They look fucking cool. Why are you deciding that my money is not acceptable?
Like, why have you done this? Why has nobody come along and go, you know what, we could actually sell this for real money and not have to deal with
crypto bullshit?
We wouldn't have to work on crypto. We could just take them.
Are you just secretly money laundering for people?
Just think of the models that they could sell out. Just Assassin's Creed alone, that you've got all the main characters that you can.
Yeah, there's Ezio, there's Altair,
there's Connor, Elsie, and Jacob.
Yeah.
From the one in London.
Yeah, Syndicate.
Syndicate, that's the one. There's the French one
from Unity.
There's the Egyptian dude.
Yeah.
There's Valhalla
and Odyssey.
Which are, that's another 2 characters from each.
Yeah.
Because you can have
male or
female. So that's another 2. That's there. Then you've got Beyond Good and Evil. You've got a couple of characters in that game that you can make models of, that you can sell. You've got Rainbow Six Siege. You can make a model of every goddamn character in that game.
Division 2.
The Division 2. Maybe not the Division 2.
That's some cool looking like.
I suppose you could make agents in different outfits.
Yeah, but there's been like some of the enemy types, like the firefighters.
Yeah. Ghost Recon. Some of the villains.
Yeah, but also
Far Cry. All the villains from Far Cry.
Also, a small little game that their fan base desperately.
You could make Sam Fisher.
Yeah. Or even better, you could make a game for him.
Apparently is still in the works. Apparently Splinter Cell is still in the works.
Apparently so is Beyond Good and Evil 2, but
I know. This is another thing. It's like you could actually be working. You could actually give more work.
Like all this time and effort this time, effort, and money that you've spent on this bullshit NFT shit. Yeah. Which, by the way, throughout all the industry, the actual developers who have to implement this shit don't want it.
Yeah.
It is time consuming. It is not beneficial to the game. It just takes up resources, and they know the gamer base don't want it, so they won't buy it, so it's pointless doing.
But yeah, you could be actually putting that effort into the games that you say you're making.
Yeah.
That
time, effort and money of trying to implement these fucking NFTs could be much better spent actually focusing on the actual games.
Like Ubisoft's another one. I used to love Ubisoft. Ubisoft's one of those that I wish they would go back to being that company that made Assassin's Creed 2. I wish they were back as that company that I remembered for just absolutely losing myself for hours and hours.
Watch Dogs as well.
Oh yeah, you could have what's his name? Jaden's Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah. I know who you're on about.
Pierce? I want to say Pierce?
Thingy Pierce for his Watch Dogs 1.
Watch Dogs 1, yeah.
Oh, I think it's Jaden Pierce. Watch Dogs 1.
To be honest with you, I haven't played.
I mean, to be honest, I have my complaints about him. For one, he's a vigilante that has decided to let the whole world know who he is.
Yes.
Aiden Pierce.
There we go. Aiden
He came out eventually. I even I did a let's play of it, and I even said why are you letting everyone know who the fuck you are? That's rule 1 of vigilantism. Don't let people know who you are.
Hide your face. You hide your face for a reason, mate.
It's what's
I even like Watch Dogs. Could you go back to that company that made Watch Dogs? I mean, it wasn't great, but
and Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 2 was alright.
Yeah.
Not Watch Dogs Legion. Just not that.
Watch Dogs Legion is a massive disappointment because everything is done the worst way.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a person that is actually supposed to be here, but that will not stop people getting suspicious of me. Why? Fuck if I know.
I know. He's a construction worker on a construction site. He's clearly suspicious.
He's a security officer. He's a member of the security forces in a security forces head location. We are instantly suspicious of him. What's the point? What was the point?
I mean, at least Hitman, when you dressed up as something, like, they didn't notice you unless you were, like, right next to them, and then you could, like, hide your face and stuff like that.
But also, like, your disguise worked very well unless your cover was blown. Unless, like, the body was found or something happened to blow your cover, something. And then they started getting suspicious of you. Not, like, just instantly walking past them. Like, I'm dressed up exactly like that dude. I am supposed to fucking be here. And I have to walk around and fucking hide from cameras and people. And it's like, why the fucking hell have you programmed this and then let us
we're digressing.
Whoever we want.
We've digressed.
We have digressed.
We've moved on to their games. I do apologise. I apologise. Anyway,
but again, it ties into the whole thing of like, what the fuck are the hierarchy of Ubisoft doing? Because they seem to be completely detached from reality.
Yes. Anyway.
Even then, that is not the biggest ball dropping.
Well, if you're interested in the gaming world and you haven't been living under a rock,
I think you need to be living in more than a rock. You need to be living under the rock.
I'm going to say this in the most genuine way I could possibly say it. Like, I'm not mad at this. Like, I'm not, because I kind of saw this coming a while ago. I am massively, massively disappointed and gutted.
Right. So, the actual announcement is not what makes me angry.
It's not the announcement. Well, it is kind of the announcement.
It's the manner. So, if anyone doesn't realise what we're talking about, it is the clusterfuck of Overwatch 2's announcement of, that PvE we advertised and made solely the reason for the point of Overwatch 2, and is the only thing we ever advertised for that game, and is the thing that for the past 6 months has kept saying, it's coming, don't worry. We've cancelled it.
And we cancelled it 6 months ago.
And we cancelled it before we launched Overwatch 2.
Now, before we go any further, right? We're going to go over the positives first, right? Because there are some positives. Some. There's not a lot. There's not a lot, but there are some. Okay, so number one, and by the way, I don't think these positives just justify.
No.
Right, I'm putting that out there. I do not think but the quality of the game has gotten a lot better since
launch.
Since the launch. I think that's about it. I think that's all I've got. No. So the Overwatch 2's PvP actually feels like I say Overwatch 2. Overwatch's PvP feels like it did when it first released. That's what I want.
So
that's what I
here's the thing. I still think Overwatch 2, it's still an inferior game to Overwatch.
It is.
The game, for multiple reasons. One, the balancing is non-fucking existent.
Well, actually, the other thing is that there's still features that were in Overwatch 1 that are not in
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2.
The next season, they're reintroducing On Fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
So your characters will now say.
But here's the thing: a lot of the characters that were in before Overwatch 2 launched still need rebalancing.
Yeah.
To the 5v5. Warthog. He hasn't been rebalanced yet. He hasn't been rebalanced yet, and they've pushed it back to beyond season 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 seasons away. At least.
Well, you see, here's the thing. They want you to buy the new character.
Right? But it gets even... Right, so there's that. Right? The balancing is just non-existent. And it's not me saying it. It's people, like, up and down the fucking ranking system.
Yeah.
There were people that are saying, like, when you get to the top of the ranking system... You have to be like the tank has to be Junker Queen.
Yes.
If it's not Junker Queen, you lose. Which is like so fucking bullshit.
Well, it goes. The thing it goes against.
Yeah.
What Overwatch is supposed to be.
There are characters that literally cannot do anything against certain characters, despite the fact that they've said, "Oh yeah, we want to make all the characters playable at all times," which is against the way Overwatch PvP was originally set up. As you counterpick, every character has a certain counterpick, and you go pick that counter to counter that character, and it just keeps the premise of Overwatch gameplay at that time was the teams will keep dynamically shifting as teams try to get counters on each other.
Yeah.
And now they want this whole thing of like, no, you can just play your favourite characters now. Yeah. Let me put it this way, right? It is nigh on impossible to do fuck all low ranked against Sombra as a support. Yeah. You just die.
Oh, yeah.
That is all that happens. You just die. The only thing you can do is shoot at her for about half a second and then she teleports away. That is it. And I'm sorry, but that is not fun. Walking to the fight just to die is not fun.
So, getting back to the PvE. On my side, because I generally like Overwatch.
Yes, I know
it's still a good game.
The core mechanics are still
Overwatch.
fun.
Overwatch, like a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, well, Overwatch is dead now." It's not dead. No, Overwatch isn't dead.
It's not going to die.
It's still a good game, but the state that it was when it first came out, when Overwatch first came out, Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
You're never going to get back to that.
No.
They're never going to get back to that.
The thing is, it's that Overwatch is never now going to live up to its potential.
Yeah, it's the biggest fumble I think I've ever seen in.
It is the worst.
Fuck up. You had
ever.
it. You had it in your hands. Like Blizzard had the golden egg in their hands,
and do you know what I think?
And they fluffed it.
I think who was the one that left you? Was it Jeff Kaplan?
Jeff Kaplan.
I think
it's actually come out why he left. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I know.
I did read it,
but I think Activision Blizzard allowed him to make that announcement because of everything that was going on.
Yes, that is exactly.
They allowed
Overwatch,
and
2.
I bet you he got promised awful lot of things that Activision Blizzard then turned around after the announcement and went, "No, you're not getting that. Sorry, we can't do that. No, we've got to throw this team onto Call of Duty."
Basically, what's come out is Activision or Blizzard, at least with Team 4. Basically, they cannibalized the team.
Yeah.
So obviously, because what they wanted to do, they basically wanted to make Overwatch into this big MMO sort of light thing.
Yeah.
So not a full MMO, but like a big.
Yeah, with the hero talents and skill trees and all that.
They basically wanted to do that, which is really, if you think about it, it's really massively ambitious.
They wanted a Destiny type of Overwatch game.
I think so, but
like a Destiny type of game, but with Overwatch.
Maybe, but I think
and characters.
I think maybe not Destiny, maybe something bigger than Destiny.
I know, but like the minimum was like a Destiny type game.
Oh yeah,
right.
And basically they started working on it, and the team. Basically, the open execs, Diablo Immortal came out.
Yeah.
And as everybody knows, Diablo Immortal at the time was making, what, 2 million a day? Or something
it was making gangbusters. From Wales. Only from Wales.
A lot of money. He was making a lot of money.
And Activision Blizzard
and Activision basically realised that we don't need the PvE. Focus on the PvE. Well, I'd say focus on the PvP. No, focus on the shop, because that's basically what they wanted you to focus.
By the way, the shop is the worst thing ever to ever happen to any game. It is a terrible shop. Everything is overpriced.
Yeah.
Everything is all FOMO. It is just.
It's just not very good.
It's terrible. It is the worst shop in the entirety of gaming. And this is a gaming environment that has the Epic Game Store.
Yeah. I don't even like to I can't even grind on that game, because I know the the battle pass is there, but like I used to like to grind. This is going to be weird because it's loot boxes, but I liked to grind to get that box.
Yeah.
Because if there's a skin that I want, there's a chance
you could get that skin.
I could get it in that skin.
In that box.
In that box. And if I didn't, because this is how much I played Overwatch, I had all of Mercy's skins. I had every single one. The only one I paid for was I paid for two. I paid for the charity one, mainly because it was for charity and it was a Mercy skin. And I paid for the Overwatch League special one, the Atlantic Championship one or something like that. Yeah. Which is really nice. It's my favourite Mercy skin. But other than that, I grinded for every loot box that I got.
Yeah.
Like I grinded for them. So I got a lot of stuff, right? But that loot box at the end of every level kind of made me want to grind.
Yeah.
Right? So I did it. And now, because that's not in, and I've got this battle pass that really just doesn't really give me anything that I want, and I have to grind so much to get stuff that I don't want. Mm-hmm. I'm like I can't be bothered.
So,
anyway, back to
the story of Overwatch 2. So, Overwatch 2 is announced in 2019, shortly after the Hong Kong protests fiasco, and they had an absolute shit show previously with Diablo Immortal.
Yes.
And the fan base were really pissed. And so Overwatch 2 was announced, everyone was
it wasn't even that. It was during was it not during the whole Activision Blizzard's...
That was shortly after. That was like the March after that BlizzCon.
Right.
Because it was like the beginning of the pandemic
Yeah, because that was when they showed off... Yeah, they showed off Diablo 4 for the first time as well, and that one as well. Yes.
Yeah. So... Overwatch 2 is announced. And Jeff Kaplan is basically because everyone liked Overwatch, but they literally were like...
They were losing players.
But also like... People were going, I want more. I want more in this world. I want to do more stuff in this world and not just play PvP and the odd okay-ish hour fun story mission that is only there for a certain a limited time. I want an actual proper campaign where I can go in over and over, and a leveling system and a power system where I can go in over and over and over and over and over again and actually do ridiculous, stupid comps with my friends.
Do the thing that Blizzard are known for.
Yeah.
With Diablo and
StarCraft. And WoW. Here's the thing. Do you want to know what the most popular mode is in StarCraft 2?
Co-op?
Yep. It is the most used feature. It's not the rank. It's not PvP. It is the PvE progression system.
That's the same with all their games. If you think WoW's most popular stuff.
And they promised that was going to come into Overwatch 2. And everyone was like, yes, this is what we want. This is the next step we wanted. We're going to love it. It's going to be great. I'm going to have my own variation on Tracer to do random cool shit, etc., etc.
I wanted to see...
Time goes on, and then the whole thing about Activision Blizzard... the San Francisco lawsuit, etc., comes out, and then Jeff Kaplan leaves, and everyone starts getting worried.
You might be hearing birds. My window's open. It's very hot.
It's very warm, and I think that when he left,
that was it.
That was when they had made the decision to cancel the PvE. I think that was when they had.
And I know...
Right? And what annoys me the most is that they've known about cancelling the PvE. They openly admitted for at least 6 months, if not longer. Longer than the game's been out. And they constantly sold us the...
Yeah, I bought the beta.
Yeah. They sold us the promise of the PvE. It's don't worry guys, it'll be fine. We've got the PvE coming. It's in the works. And they've not done that. And people saying, oh yeah, it's getting better. Yeah, but they've cancelled the reason for that too. That number 2 has no purpose now. They've made the game inferior, made it more predatory, more FOMO. And it is one of the worst battle passes in existence because it's grindy as hell, unrewarding as hell for anyone that doesn't spend the stupid amount of money. And here's the best thing. You don't even make enough money, you don't even make enough currency to buy the next battle pass, even if you get all the way to the fucking end. That's what like, at least, hell, even in COD, they
don't do that in COD anymore.
Oh, do they not? No. Oh, well, there you go.
They used to.
The vast majority of battle passes, right, give you, if you decide to grind all the way to the end, yeah, you've got to get to near the end to get it, but if you get all near to the end, you will have made enough currency to buy the next battle pass. Because I know this, because Formula 1, the Formula 1 games had it, and I bought one battle pass for each Formula 1 game I had.
Well, original Warzone, I only bought the first.
Yeah.
Well, my first battle pass.
Original Warzone's own battle pass was the same. There was enough currency.
No. What it was for the original Warzone was if you got to the end, the last thing on the battle pass was the next battle pass. It was like a it was like a key.
Yeah, no, but like for example, Formula 1's battle pass, like it has enough where you get to the end of the battle pass, you have enough currency to buy the next battle pass. And Overwatch doesn't even do that.
No.
The Overwatch battle pass doesn't even do that. It's like, and the amount of like, it is useless for free. It is absolutely useless. I only played that battle pass till I got the character. That was the only thing, because everything else before it that was free and after that was free was fucking useless, terrible shit.
Right, that's
in comparison to other battle passes.
Oh yeah.
Like, and here's the thing: when they go on about, well, we cancelled so we could focus on the PvE. PvP, sorry. We've cancelled the PvE so we could work on the PvP. Your release schedule is worse than Apex.
Well, apparently
Apex has come out with new maps, and it's a battle royale, so these maps aren't small like Overwatch. They're fucking huge. New maps, more new characters,
It's alright. They've come out with a roadmap. There's a roadmap.
Speaking of the roadmap, the story missions, from what they're saying, and I quote from the announcement, the story missions, which will be a great addition to the battle pass.
Are they going to be part of the battle pass?
The story mission is going to be part of the battle pass.
Oh, fuck that shit, nah.
And I guarantee you, because shockingly enough, there's a new map on the same season as the story missions. I can guarantee you that story mission is going to be on that map, because Star Watch is just fucking the ice point.
Yeah.
With reused assets. There was literally nothing new apart from the skins in Star Watch. There is nothing new. The fucking turrets are not new. The warp things are basically Zen.
Yeah.
her ultimate.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I've watched someone play it and I was like, is this what they think good PvE is? Like the fucking enemies are dumb as shit.
Mm-hmm.
They are on the same level as fucking Redfall in their intelligence.
It's just another event thing that they do.
I know, but
it's just going to be these hero missions. They're going to be.
No, they're not hero story missions.
Story missions.
We're not getting the hero missions.
Whatever.
That's what's been cancelled.
Whatever they decided to call it. These PvE bloody event crap. They're just going to be the things that you do for like 25 minutes. You'll probably do it with some friends. You'll have a little bit of fun, and then you'll just move on.
Yeah, like Revenge of Junken. Was it? Bride of Junkenstein. Right. That was fun, but
I couldn't do that forever.
I couldn't go back into that over and over and over again.
No.
Because it's the same thing over and over and over again.
But
there's no variation.
That's all it's going to be. It's just going to be that.
And I'm like, did they not understand? Like, it's the duplicity and the lying that has really annoyed me, because it's like it is literally like they knew that if they announced this before launching Overwatch, before, and it's not even like before launching Overwatch, they deliberately let people pay money for the battle passes, for the skins, so that the whole time cost fallacy starts to kick in, and then announce, oh, by the way, that thing you're playing this game for, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Like, I generally feel bad for especially Overwatch content creators.
I know, they've literally just had their livelihoods ripped from them, because I know we said Overwatch is going to die, but content creation wise, you've got fuck all to do now. There's literally like an event and a looking at the battle pass,
and you kind of have to like pray that there's going to be new modes coming.
There's not. There's not a single new mod,
because they've got like they've basically showed off like the events that are coming like in the roadmap.
Yeah.
Like there's the Summer Festival, which
Lucio Ball.
Probably Lucio Ball.
It'll be Lucio Ball.
And it's just the thing is the events were always something to get people to like either buy a skin or that's what the events were for. They were to show off new skins. That's really about it.
Yep. And
the little side thing that came with it was really near. It didn't have to be good, because that's not what it was there for.
Yeah.
It was just there to sell skins. Is that what this? Are you going back to that?
Yeah. That's all it's been.
You know what?
Star Wars.
I'd get rid of the battle pass and bring back loot boxes. Bring back your loot box system.
Yeah, this is the thing. Only Activision Blizzard could make a shop and battle pass system so bad. People are going, could you just, were the loot boxes that bad?
Yeah.
Only Activision Blizzard. Like this is a company that is run so shoddily. Like, you could probably remove the entire higher management of that company, and I guarantee you the gamers would not notice a damn thing, because I don't actually. You know what? They may do, because the games may actually get better.
Yeah. I think the main thing that annoyed me was the whole like, oh well, we took the difficult decision of
6 months ago.
No, it's not even that. We made this difficult decision to stop working on the game and work on the PvP. So what have you done for 4 years?
Yeah,
what have you been doing for 4 years?
Here's another thing, right? Overwatch 1 was literally left to die for this PvE.
Exactly.
There was no update or balancing or characters or maps for at least 2 to 3 years in Overwatch 1 for this game. They literally hemorrhaged this fan base and killed off that game for this game. And the thing they've killed it off to be put in this game is not happening. And Overwatch 2, they need to remove that, because it's not Overwatch 2, it's Overwatch 0.75. Or do you know? Here's the thing I want them to do. If they're not going to actually rework the entire fucking thing, is they need to bring back 6v6. Because I'm sick and tired of just being cannon fodder for anyone, because I have to be the support, because I don't want to wait 10 minutes to get into a game.
Aye.
I don't want to wait 10 minutes to get into a game and then be forced to pick a tank I'm shit at, or be left out as the DPS that has to do everything because the other DPS has decided, oh, we've lost the first point, I'm leaving now.
Oh, so good.
I'm furious over the way they've treated the fan base.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you, when the decision was made, they went, we can't tell them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We can't tell anyone this.
They needed to get that first initial.
Yeah. We need
buzz.
people. We need people to download this game. We need people to buy the battle pass. We need people to buy pay the shop. And then once they've sunk in, like they say, oh, we need to be more open with our fan base. 6 months after you fucking decide it.
Yeah.
No, sorry, but you've been lying to us for 6 months. Do you honestly think I'm gonna believe you when you say you're gonna be more open with us?
I'm so glad.
Fuck no.
I'm generally really, really glad that I'd already paid for Diablo, and 2, I've played the 2 betas that came out. Because if I hadn't have played them, right? If I hadn't actually played Diablo 4 at this point,
yeah,
right, and then this news came out, I probably would have actually gone, you know what? I don't think I'm going to get Diablo 4.
Here's the thing, right? What bullshit are they going to pull with Diablo 4? I mean, yeah, the monetization is going to be shit. We know that.
The thing is, I think that's really all they can do.
Right.
The only bullshit that can really, at the moment of what I've seen and of what I've played...
My concern is not launch and maybe not 2, 3, 4 months down the line. My concern is...
I was going to say, it's going to be DLC. It's going to be whatever DLC comes along.
6 months from now...
the DLC comes.
What bullshit have they put in? Like, I already know they've got, like, a Battle Pass season which ties to a character which dies at the end of the Battle Pass. And I'm like... Okay, but there is like a whole season thing with characters for Diablo.
Where you make a new character for every new season.
Yeah,
which I'm perfectly fine with. Like, because I've been playing Diablo 3 for so long now, I'm used to that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's not a new feature. It's a bullshit to add the Battle Pass to it, but fine.
That's fine.
But like for example, like. What the hell are they going to pull?
As long
this is Diablo 3 started off with the market.
Yeah, my worry for Diablo 4 is, and the whole Battle Pass system is like, does the stuff that I get in the Battle Pass, do I get to keep that?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you probably.
So like at the end of the season, no, whatever. So say like one Battle Pass works with the Necromancer, really. Like you get a bunch of stuff from the Necromancer, right?
Yeah. So what happens if you get the next Battle Pass has a bunch of stuff
for the Druid?
No,
right?
But it has a bunch of stuff, but all the Necromancer stuff is shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh no, that's gonna happen. I can fucking guarantee.
Do I get to keep them for transmog? Will I be able to transmog this stuff?
Probably not.
That's what I'm, because you can transmog. The beta had like the transmog stuff, and it works quite well. It's a lot easier to do than in Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to save up a bunch of gold.
No. I can guarantee you that's one of the first changes they'll do for the release.
Maybe, but I don't think so. I can't see it happening.
Well,
because it's not.
You're gonna play it. You'll be playing it on launch, so
I'm going to be streaming it on launch.
You can find out and tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
But back to Overwatch, because I'm furious. Like I'm
at the moment. You know what it is? I feel like Activision Blizzard, well, at least Blizzard's side of Activision, can't seem to go like 6 months without doing something stupid.
Without fucking something up.
Because you had the whole thing with WoW and Shadowlands and all the shit that was happening in there, and the things that they were saying to the fans and all that crap. Then you had the stuff that behind,
like when everyone was literally clearly pointing out, hey,
your systems aren't working because they're crap.
Also, your story is starting to look a lot like Final Fantasies. Just by the way, but don't we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh, it's just the usual Blizzard. Oh,
it's
not actually the bad guy. I'm preparing you for the bigger bad guy.
Yeah. You had that. So you had all that happening, and then they were basically calling the fans stupid and some of them racist and all that sort of stupid stuff. Then you had the whole thing that like all the crappy stuff that was happening behind closed doors. Yeah. You had all that. Then you had Diablo Immortal.
Yeah.
And then you've got, and now this.
Yeah. Oh, and during all this time, hemorrhaging stuff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
also is part of the problem with Overwatch.
Yeah. But here's the thing. All the way through Overwatch 2, they've been saying, we've got double the amount of staff that we had for Overwatch 1. And now they've come up and gone,
No. That's not Blizzard who's come out and said that. There was a leak. One of the developers leaked it.
Yes, I know, but no. What I'm saying is, the the people behind Overwatch have kept going on about, we've got double the amount of people we need for Overwatch 1.
We've got a bigger studio.
We've got more staff.
And Archie's, no.
And then when they announced, we had to cancel PvE, they went, because we haven't got enough people to do it. You had double which is true. You had double the amount of people,
or you didn't have enough. And the answer is they didn't have enough because they were hemorrhaging staff. Yeah. Because they were moving them onto the PvP or moving them into different games, or because of the whole thing with COVID, right? Because obviously Activision did. You've got to come back to work. A lot of them quit and went to other studios.
And
I think Riot Games took about. But
this is the thing. It's like you've been this is the thing. Activision Blizzard have been lying to the Overwatch fan base for 6 months at least. At least 6 months. And they think just coming out and literally producing stuff that would be not out of miss on Overwatch 1 would be accepted. And then they come out and go, and then there's a fucking developer blog where the new head was like saying sorry. I was like, we don't want an apology from you. We want senior management.
It's not even the worst thing is it's not even a good apology. It's just basically a history of what happened, how Overwatch got to where we are.
Yeah, it's like yes, congratulations. Overwatch was a from the ashes because it was supposed to be Project Titan, which didn't work. So you turned those assets into Overwatch, which did work, but then you did nothing with it. And then you got this chance to do something with it, but you didn't go all in. You had this fucking asinine thing of like, well, we need to crawl first and slowly develop it. And it's like, you've got something that already works. Use that.
Like, you didn't have to have skill trees. You could have taken them out.
Well, no, right.
I'm just saying.
They let Overwatch 1 die to make Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
And their justification for it was because we were going to get a PvE, and they couldn't do PvE in the Overwatch 1 engine. That was what they kept saying.
Yeah.
There was and before anyone says, but there is going to be PvE. No. Not the PvE that we got in Overwatch. Not the PvE that you already got in Overwatch 1. The story missions, the events, which is all we're gonna get. All you're gonna get in Overwatch 2 now. That is it. Literally, there is going to be no difference. It's going to be a fucking slight tweak of a map that was already in the game. Like the new story mission in season 6. That's going to be the new map.
Probably, yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you do very similar things that you do on the new map.
Ah.
Like, for example, the last story mission in Overwatch 1 was the
Rialto? The one in Cuba.
Yeah. The one in Cuba where you go after Doomfist.
No, you go after Maximilian. In the limousine.
Yeah.
You go after Maximilian.
Yeah, you go after Maximilian. And what did that map turn into in the PvP? An escort.
Yes.
It turned into an escort. Very similar, apart from one or two little null sector ambushes. Very similar to how the story mission played out. And I can almost guarantee you that's how this new story mission is going to play out. It's going to play out very similar to the way the PvP map plays, except maybe one or two null sector attacks. Different. With some models that they've already made. That's what it's going to be. There was not going to be... There's not going to be... I know they keep saying, oh, we've got some great PvE coming. I'm sorry, I don't trust you.
Well, they haven't... my worry about that is that they haven't actually shown anything.
Yeah. Like, throughout this entire announcement, all we saw was the roadmap. There was no actual, viewing of the actual PvE element that they would say was so great. If it's so great, why aren't you showing us it? Like, you showed us a whole bunch of the friggin' PvE that you cancelled.
Yeah.
You showed an absolute.
You would think, actually, you would think if you're going to announce that like it's cancelled, you would, and you're still going to say, oh, but PvE is coming. You would at least show something.
No, because I guarantee you, it is literally just a
it's going to be the stuff. It's going to be
tweaked multiplayer map.
It's going to be
with
stuff.
tweaked multiplayer mechanics.
It's going to be stuff where you play for like 25 minutes. Yeah, and that's about it. I think
there is no replay. There will be no replay value.
Yeah,
because I guarantee it will be. Because like, apart from the fucking front page with a whole bunch of Star Watch characters, I didn't know there was actual new mode. I didn't know there was a special event going with an actual special event type mission. I mean, granted, I'm glad I didn't after watching it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And they like.
It hurts me.
What part of what they've said to us, to the fan base, for the last 6 months makes them think that we're going to trust them, that what they say is, well, going on forward from now? Because what have they been doing for 6 months if the PvE was cancelled then? They clearly they were working on the PvP, so where's that?
Oh yeah, I know. I'm still good. I'm still just like...
In regards to the announcement, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. In regards to the way they've handled it, I am fucking furious. Because they've treated their fan base like shit.
I feel bad for the developers.
I feel bad. For anyone that has worked on the PvE stuff that's been scrapped, I feel really sorry for them. Because I guarantee you, they've been put through crunch. They've had stuff changed at the last minute for them. They've had to miss events, family. They've pulled out fucking everything to try and get this thing to work and get it through the door. Probably and have the rug pulled under them by upper management over and over and over and over again for 3 years. And now the senior management who don't know how to program a game, don't have anything to do with the game, don't have anything to do with the fan base, don't know what the fan base is, don't know what the fan base are actually wanting, decide, well, Diablo Immortals made a lot of fucking money. Just do a Diablo Immortal stuff. Don't bother with this PvE thing. It's clearly not what the fan base is wanted. You do know Diablo Immortal is a mobile game, and there are certain aspects of the player base on a mobile game. You know.
Yeah.
It's frustrating and enraging that they've lied to people for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no justifiable reason except for, please buy our product. Don't ask why, just buy our product.
Yeah.
Trust us. You trust us. The thing you wanted, the thing we promised you.
It's coming.
It's coming. Don't worry. Oh, wait. Oh, so you've spent 6 months invested in this game now. You've spent this much money now. You don't want all that time and investment to now mean nothing, do you? Well, guess what? There's a lot of people that are literally saying that.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
well,
I've deleted the game. I have literally deleted the game because, like I've been saying, the only reason I was playing that game was to get the fucking character so that I have all the characters when PvE launches. And guess what? PvE's not launching. So guess what? I have no reason to have that game anymore.
I haven't deleted it yet. Part of me still sort of like, I've spent a lot of time on
well,
this game.
you could probably... Well, the next event is going to be shit because it's Lucio Ball and whatever the fuck the non-canon event is coming.
Yeah.
Which is like a magical mystery dungeon... Well, JRPG looking type thing.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is, it'll be just there to sell skins. Nothing else. It'll be a game mode that is already in the game with very little changes, and you're probably only allowed to use so many characters who, surprisingly enough, will have new skins for that event.
Mm-hmm.
Shock! I know. So, I'd love to be not cynical, but when it proves to be right over and over and over again...
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. That's the thing about it. Like, I'm so disappointed. Like, it's just that I've got nothing to just I've spent so much time.
Here's the thing, right? They think there will be people who will think that this announcement will get more people to play Overwatch 2 again. It won't. There will be the diehards, and that's it. Like, they will all. The only thing that will happen to the player base now is downward. That's it. This is it will probably stay at a level where it's sustainable, but it will never get to the point to the points that they projected that this game will go to. It will never achieve its potential. The lore and the work and the effort that has been put into this game and the world that it's based in will just disappear eventually, because the people who actually cared about that lore and they're not going to play this game anymore. They're not going to want to play this game because the actual gameplay isn't good enough now.
Not now. There's a bunch of games that do play like Overwatch that.
And you just have to look at. And here's the thing: when they go on about we have to focus on the PvP. There's not a new map still. There's not a new map until 2 seasons down the line. So.
Well, if you think about it, if they're supposed to be focusing on the PvP, what's taking the balance until so long?
Yeah. Why is Roadhog being delayed? Why is his rebalance being delayed? He's useless in higher tiers. He is absolutely useless as a tank because he has no way to actually survive a fight. Yes, he has a heal. Here's the problem. Everyone focuses on him. He's dead before he can even take the heal. I should fucking know because I have 2 main tanks. One is D.Va and one is Roadhog. And by the end of Overwatch 1, I'd swapped from being mainly D.Va to mainly Roadhog. I keep getting the name wrong because I'm that angry. I'm that fucking angry, right? And when Overwatch 2, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be Roadhog. I'm gonna start hooking people and getting the hook bash bing combo. Yeah. And then was very, very angry when I did that to a Tracer, and she lived.
Yeah.
And then I did it to a Mercy, and she lived. Like, I was like, okay, so maybe Tracer was on full health and hit the chrono right as I was about to kill her. So maybe, but Mercy should be dead. Mercy shouldn't even need me to punch her to be dead.
I was looking for. Well, I was mainly looking for. One, I was looking forward to actually play Overwatch with my friends. Yeah. Because my friends who don't play Overwatch anymore, they were like, "Oh yeah, I'll come back when PvE's on."
Yeah.
I'll come back and we'll do the PvE. I was looking forward to, because Reinhardt's my tank.
Yeah.
Reinhardt is my tank because I just when I'm the tank, I like to just put my shield up, let them get close, and then just swing for the fences. Right? That's what I like to do. And I was like, I can be a very aggressive Reinhardt in PvE and not have to worry about my friends.
No, because we're going to be we're going to eventually get tricked out to be ridiculous bullshit.
Yeah. So I can just do what I want as Reinhardt, and I was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to being my tank is Reinhardt, Mercy my support. Hopefully Ash would have some stuff from a DPS.
Yeah.
And that was it. I was looking forward to just using those characters in a PvE setting with my friends and just
thinking of all the bullshit comps we could come up with.
Yeah. Or not even that, just having fun and not stressing out on who's on the point or who's pushing the
because here's the thing, right? Even in non-ranked, Overwatch is a very, very sweaty game. It is a very high...
And to have a mode that... Because this is what Overwatch needs. It needs a mode, a constant mode, where...
Not a special event.
Not a special event, where you're just having fun. And that's it. And that's what this PvE was going to be. Yeah. This is why I'm saying, it didn't need... if they came out and was like, look, we're still getting PvE, you're still getting your big story campaign mode that's coming out. It's just
with multiple missions.
With multiple missions, it's just not going to have the skill trees and stuff like that. I would still be fine with it, but no. Because each character has their own skills.
Yeah,
it's
because we
perfectly
could
fine.
still, like, as a group of friends, we could still try bullshit combos.
Exactly.
Bullshit like, oh yeah, we're gonna rock Reinhardt Diva Roadhog with a Mercy.
Or maybe like, it's gonna have different missions, and each mission has 4 characters.
Yeah.
Or 5 characters in this case. I'd probably still be fine with that. Because, one, we're playing a story. We're doing a big story campaign and all that sort of stuff. But again, I'm just having fun with my buds.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you in a sense of, like, they could have given us...
They did do something that they did promise.
What?
They definitely redefined the sequel.
Yes.
Because it never came.
Because this is not a sequel.
They definitely redefined the sequel.
This is a downgrade. This is a prequel in the sense of this should have come out before Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's like the features they removed from the game that they're only just putting in. Like, there's so much shit in that game.
Like, for that, like, if you used to play ranked, now thank God I didn't after I found out about this, but like, if you used to play ranked in Overwatch 1, so say you got to rank 35,
yeah,
right, from whatever season was on,
yeah,
right, and then went on to Overwatch 2, all that gone.
Yeah,
your rank is gone.
It didn't
exist.
And here's the thing. The ranking system now, you could literally win 5 games in a row. You'll be downgraded.
Yeah.
You'll D-rank.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you do that?
Well, because they want losing to be fun.
But it's not. But here's the thing, right? Because Overwatch 2 is so fucking... I don't know much about, like, the higher tiers, because I'm a filthy casual, and also I'm not good enough. I'm never gonna be that. Right? Granted, as I will usually be someone that plays the point all the time.
Mm.
I will do the job I'm supposed to do depending on the role I am. Granted, if I ever get put in DPS, I know I'm a detriment because I've lost that ability because it shoved me into friggin' support so many times.
I'm good with Ash, and that's it. Like, I can't be anybody else.
I'm okay with Bastion, but Bastion was my main DPS.
You're baby's first DPS then.
Yeah,
because that's what Bastion is. He's baby's first DPS.
Yeah, because
shoot forward.
Because gun goes burr.
Gun go bang. Gun go burr.
No. Yeah, gun go burr. That's what I love. I love the minigun.
Unless you've got the Lego Bastion costume that I've got, it doesn't go burr. It goes pop 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 pop.
But the thing is like, I don't like people in higher ranks are complaining about the balance.
Yeah,
it's just terrible. With the fact that some of them are saying, yeah, you have to be Junker Queen. If you are guaranteeing a loss by not being a certain tank, then your balance is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, there are characters in the lower tiers that are just so unfun. Sombra, we're looking at you, and it's like, I think
you know what? Yeah. I think we've
bashed
enough.
We've ranted. We've bashed on Overwatch.
We've ranted enough. I think
I'm just gonna leave it at this. Overwatch is never gonna be the game it should be. No. It's never ever gonna be the game it should be. And if the developers think that this decision is going to somehow reinvigorate the player base, they have not got a fucking clue what their player base is.
Right.
Because it is not going to draw. They've literally said what Overwatch 2 is now is what you're getting.
Mm.
You're not getting anything else. It's not going to get better. And so everyone who's left will not come back.
Mm.
And everyone who is there, a lot of them will be saying, don't come, it's not worth it.
Mm. But on that note, that sad and unfortunate note, I think we'll end it there. That's a good place to end. I do hope you've enjoyed this chat, and we will see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.